we meant to do this earlier because, folks, we just got notice from YouTube that was this Wednesday's show, Matt?
Was it yesterday's show?
No. This is Wednesday's show. We had a was Gordon, right? Who's it? I'm sorry.
Linda Gordon.
Linda Gordon, a professor, yes, NYU professor, who has written a scholarly book about the second coming of the Ku Klux Klan. This recounts the change in the Ku Klux Klan from post-Reconstruction, where it was a secretive order, and they had all sorts of hidden rituals, and their hoods, in many respects, were ways to hide their identity.
It was male bonding.
Versus the second wave of the Ku Klux Klan, which was in the early 1920s, late teens, which involved almost 6 million people around the country and was much more open. And it had WKKK, Women's Ku Klux Klan. And
basketball teams.
Baseball teams. I don't know if they had basketball.
Ice cream socials.
They beat the Hebrews 4-0 in a baseball team.
That's depressing.
Baseball game. They were very, very public, and of course, a fascinating story of our history and how they really fell apart in many respects because this was a business, and there was a lot of corruption, and it sort of dragged them under. But the name of the book was the name of the video that we had for that day, for the live show, was The Ku Klux Klan of the 1920s and the American Political Tradition. We had another video that was specifically the interview entitled Unraveling the Second Coming of the Ku Klux Klan. We received a notice that your video is demonetized. And we requested a manual review, and we got this notice. Hi, Majority Report with Sam Seder. After manually reviewing 2 of your videos. Now, supposedly, right, they have reviewed these videos and found that the professor from NYU wasn't suitable for all advertisers. As a result, they will run with limited or no ads. Now, here's my response to that. Okay. But I raised this. I mean, it sucks. We're going to lose a little bit of revenue, and I can understand that maybe, like, if I'm selling tissues, even I don't know that this is actually a scholarly professor on there who is talking about history of the United States in a very non-inflammatory way. But, I'm selling Kleenex, or I'm selling, koozies, or whatever it is I'm selling. And I just don't want people to think Ku Klux Klan, my product.
Well, isn't that the implication of a manual review, though? That, like, a person actually looks at it and figures out what it is?
Perhaps. But you know what? It's like, fine. Okay. That's how I choose to respond to it.
Well, it's very mature.
However, if I was a little bit less mature, and my name was, let's say, I don't know, Bill or Dave Rubin, I would send out a bunch of tweets about this. And let's just scroll through some of those, shall we? Here we go. This is Dave Rubin back in May of 2018. And, of course, YouTube demonetized this chat with a libertarian economics professor. One of the reasons I'm proud to partner with Learn Liberty on these videos. Those are the Koch brothers who are sponsoring this. Dave Rubin, April 10th, we need to be careful what we wish for with these tech companies, be it Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Virtually no doubt they shadow ban, downrank, demonetize, and do shady stuff with data. However, the idea that the government can control or fix any of that is crazy. Competition is greater than government. Oh, and here we go. I can see why this would be demonetized. The truth will set you free. This is the video he did with Sowell, or
Sowell, yeah.
Yeah.
Thomas Sowell.
Yeah. Do we have any more? I mean, because he does this constantly. Oh, here's another one. Our full episode with Thomas Sowell has been demonetized by YouTube. We simply titled it "So Well Full" on the back end. Guess that's a scary phrase.
He's suggesting that they demonetized it because Soul said he was an ex-Marxist.
Now, wait a second.
No, they
Hold on
don't
for a
like
second.
that at Google.
Now, note on this, not suitable for most advertisers, review requested. He had only 4 views, so it wasn't demonetized. It just said, we need, because, folks, if it's not posted, it can't be demonetized because it's not eligible for monetization. This is when you upload it, sometimes they give you a heads up. We got to check into this. They checked into it, and I'm sure this was monetized. Oh, here he is. And of course, YouTube demonetized this. We already did that one.
But is that so? That was that one too, though, where it hadn't even been posted yet. They had like 2 views.
This one, review requested. Unreal. The live stream celebrating our 600 subscriber milestone on YouTube is being demonetized. What the actual F at this point?
Intellectual dark web.
Now, folks. Oh, and then wait. It didn't end there, did it?
Maybe don't be a soft alt-right Gabe, man.
Does he then go on TV? He gets on TV, ladies and gentlemen, to talk about how his videos have been demonetized. No snowflakes around here, folks.
So look, I don't know exactly what's going on behind the scenes.
Well, we got a
but
statement.
I know that
We
a
got
lot
a
of their
statement.
Creators are upset.
Well, I think that's right. And we got a statement from YouTube, and it contradicts what you just said. It said over 90% of the videos on the Rubin Report are fully monetized. The remaining 10% are not because they contain discussions of adult topics.
Pause it for 1 second. Now, I'll tell you the way you respond to this if that's not true. You say, I'm sorry. We have 10,000 videos on our website, on YouTube, and I happen to know that 9,000 of them are demonetized, and only 1,000 are not. Only 10% are monetized, not the vice versa. That's the way you go respond to this, or you come up with whatever figure it is, and that's why Dave Rubin doesn't do that, because it's what that statement was true.
Pornography, ISIS. These are topics which many advertisers find objectionable. What's your response?
Okay, I said I don't want to do a David versus Goliath thing here, but I mean, that's just simply not true. I'm telling you right now, as we went to air, I have an iPhone here, it's a very fancy thing, the video that I posted this morning with Phil DeFranco, I can tell you about videos that I did with many people who are mainstream people who appear even on Fox, like Ben Shapiro and Larry Elder, Ayaan Hirsi Ali, who I think is the greatest human rights hero that we have on earth today. I could talk about Bishop Robert Barron from the Archdiocese in LA, where we talked about religion. People I agree with, people I disagree with. By the way, I don't think I'm necessarily being singled out
those
here.
videos have been demonetized?
This is an across-the-board problem. Yes, absolutely,
The videos
and we
you
have
just
screenshots,
mentioned?
so I don't know. Yeah, and I'm not BSing you here. I mean, I'm not. I even asked my guy right before we started, can we make...
There you go. He's BSing. Now, I will also say that I think part of the algorithm on some of these, part of the things that, I don't know if they still do it, but they have, I would imagine, they have plenty of data on their users and their viewers. And they probably know, I mean, because they suggest videos to you based upon what videos you look at, they probably know that the vast majority of Dave Rubin viewers just came off of watching, how the white race is better than everybody else, or race and IQ, or whatever it is.
If I didn't know better, I might think he likes to be demonetized.
Well, it's a big fundraiser. And folks, don't forget, you can become a member of the Majority Report by just going to jointhemajorityreport.com and fight back against this destruction of our free speech about what's going on with the KKK. So we did that.
Time for us to get some of that sweet Soros money.
And speaking of suppression of free speech, I did a great video about Dave Rubin, which Sam took down to appease Dave Rubin in a craven display of moral cowardice. And you can respond
you called
to
him
that.
Stupid. You called him stupid,
I did.
and I thought that was impolite. And I wanted Dave Rubin to know.
Because you value Dave Rubin's feelings over a vigorous and open exchange of ideas and facts. When facts don't care about your feelings, as a very smart little bar mitzvah boy so often says. And if you want to join the fight for facts over feelings, go to patreon.com/TMVS. Support the Michael Brooks Show, where Alex Perrine and I had a lot of fun a couple months ago. I was just thinking of the bit we did where we read that libertarian anti-Marx piece. Do you remember?
Yeah, that was really good.
And it was just like, oh, brother, this is the last thing we need.
All right, folks. So
What?
No, I'm so we have a Jimmy Reefer Cake song before we head into the fun half of the program.
Did we actually ever put that Rubin video back up again, or is that always down? When I called him?
don't
That
know.
was so funny. Can we? Well, I don't know if we should talk about the back end machinations about that, but that was really funny.
no.
And now you guys have something to bond about when he has you on.
Dave Rubin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
They're going to demonetize
Michael
that video.
should not have called you that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Michael's really wrong to call. In the time I had to have a manual review for
No,
this video.
no. You sit with him and be like, the idea that someone would call you stupid and a moron and uninformed and dumb and craven and potentially even just awful at your job. I just don't
Or in the
stand for
pocket
that.
of the Koch brothers. Are willing to sell out everyone who made it possible for you to get married. Or that you just randomly picked issues up to justify and pretend that you were actually from the left. So you could like single payer or something like, wait, I'm sorry, where were we going with this?
Or when you're at the Young Turks, you never expressed any sort of skepticism about their politics, but apparently left because you could get a 6-figure salary for doing 30 minutes of work a week. The idea that somebody was saying that is just disgusting. I'm here to debate the issues. You ready to talk about how the post office works, buddy?
Yeah, exactly.